This is Don May Jr. narrating Reel 10 of the family movies. This is North Hollywood. Me riding the bicycle on the handlebars, John to the right, and to the right of him is Mary Kathryn Mell. That's Mary Kathryn Mell, whose parents will also be in this, and John is riding the bicycle with Mary Kathryn on the back. This is Ed Self's old house across the street. Now, me to the left, Donnie, and John to the right, and this is probably Lake Arrowhead. And we owned a lot up in Lake Arrowhead, and we're hoping to build a vacation house there, but it never came to pass. That's John to the, I'm not sure, John and I are in there. This looks like Johnny Tapp. The lady to the left might be Joan Tapp. Now we're looking through our trees in Lake Arrowhead, and that looked like John Tapp Sr. This is me, and looks like we're having a picnic, and these people were probably not part of our group. I think it was just photographing it because of their water-land vehicle, their amphibious vehicle. I'm not sure who is here. Okay, here's a party. John with his back to us, me eating with my right hand there. The two girls on the right, not sure who they are. I'm not sure if Sarah is any of them. And now I don't know what yard this is. Here we are, Donnie's to the left, the two girls and their dog I don't remember, but there I am. And I guess it only happened 50 or 60 years ago, so it's hard to remember back that far. Okay, now there's Grandma Florence and Donnie and John and Jean May and Sarah in the baby carriage. And I've tried to put all these reels, this is Knott's Berry Farm, I've tried to put them, and there's Grandma Florence holding baby Sarah. And I've tried to put all these reels in order, and in some cases the reels themselves had a little bit of lack of order, but for the most part everything is in a rough order. This is Grandma in the middle, and Mom on the left, and I'm not sure if Mary Lou was along on this trip. We'll see her more if she is. There's John and I in the back of the covered wagon. I'm to the left, John is to the right. At some point John was called Buzzy. This might have been around the time. Okay, I don't remember who these people are. You wonder if, some of them may be people that were much younger and you remember them when they were older. Here's Grandma Florence with baby Sarah. And this is in our North Hollywood house. And when Sarah was born, about that time, plus or minus, the den was converted to Sarah's bedroom. That's John coming into the picture. And a new garage was built. The old garage became a den. Now I'm to the left with the balls, and to the right is Earl Elwood, and that's Sarah. This is a double exposure, but everything is precious here. That's me. And in here we're going to see one of our few good shots of Roger Redfield, albeit double exposed. And there's Jean and baby Sarah and John. and still Jean and Sarah on the double exposure, so double Sarah there. That's Sarah as one of the exposures. Another exposure is me riding my tricycle. Across the street was the Self's house. The people before the Selfs were, or after the Selfs were the Rails, but I guess at this point it was the Selfs. This is the back lot where they had the circuses, and this is the neighborhood kids. That's Susan Womac on the right. Roger Redfield is probably on the left there with Earl Elwood, and then me, Donnie, between Susan and Earl Elwood. Roger Redfield in the center there. I'm to the right. John is to the left. That's Roger Redfield. The close-up was of and double exposure. This is Roger Redfield and Sarah. And that might be me in the striped outfit. I'm not sure. And who's jumping around? Maybe Roger. And I'm in the picture here. And Denny Bencosky is in the back right. I don't recognize that Peterson, Mrs. Peterson. That could be Roger, and we're having a apple dunking contest. And of course, future technology will allow the separation of the images. And the baby is probably the Peterson baby with Sarah there. Sarah's to the right. John Tapp with the apple. I walked by. There's probably Roger Redfield. The Tapp twin girls and John riding his tricycle. Earl Elwood's house, the roof could be seen there. There's me with my chemistry set. That was my second chemistry set, and one that had a great influence on my education. I actually did chemistry experiments out of there. And this is a sound-powered phone that I'm using that Grandpa got from the military. There's John. There's Sarah double exposed with John. Someone's hanging down. I think I'm on the swing on the right there. And this is our backyard at North Hollywood, but the red swing set doesn't look familiar. We just double exposed onto it. And the lattice work there does not look familiar, but the foreground was the lot adjacent to our North Hollywood house. And Sarah was in there, and the guy with the cigarette, I'm not sure who that is. To the left is Jean and Sarah. Jean holding Sarah. Sarah double exposed onto all this. And the double exposed person in the background might be, I don't know who it is.